Let's keep going here. This will be my video record of all the lights that are off at this particular time, 6:49 a.m. on Wednesday, December 21st, 2022. While I'm doing the top half of what is now called what will eventually be part of north and south. Now the south is called B, the north is called A, but eventually it'll all be called A, according to Supervisor Allen of Allied Universal Security. And so now this is the best way that I can record all the lights that are off, so I don't have to stop and write down everything I see, because at the present time there is no numbering system established or identifiable at the office or online for how to identify the lights in question. So the video record will have to suffice for the present time until further notice. This will be the method I use to capture which lights are off, and upon this being handed to Alan by email and him sending it to his client, the DOT, they can identify based on the video which lights and which locations are the ones that need attention. This video will also establish that I'm doing this route as instructed by Alan Jones per the client. And notice I'm doing this by myself without the need for a partner, because in all honesty, I'm smarter than the average bear. It's not that difficult. You just have to use logic. This video will roll until I have completed this route in its entirety. At least before, now, even after the sun comes up. Hopefully the sun will not get in the way of this. And how am I holding this? I'm holding this with my right hand against my chest. Not that hard to do this while I'm driving. But it is hard to look left and right to see which lights are affected by burnouts and other malfunctions. That's why I'm leaving the seeing of these things, the detection of these things, to the camera and interpretations of what Alan and the client find later. And if anybody tries to create an accident with this vehicle due to their poor driving habits, that will also be established. And I will be in the clear. Okay. Also, along with the light, identifying problems with the light system will identify any homeless presence along the route in the same video. Trying to find the best holding configuration with my right hand. Homeless man on the southbound off ramp at Las Vegas. On the left side. With his bag of belongings. Oh, that's the lights. Giving you a good view of the lights. The street lights and the freeway lights. Hey, here we go again from Las Vegas to Valley View. We've done Martin Luther, we've done Rancho, now we're going to do Valley View and loop back to Rancho. I'm actually stand by. There's yet another look of going northbound on the 95. So with the aid of the video, you can see the signs, the freeway signs associated with the lights that may not be working for use in facilitating their location. to reduce my speed slightly. There we go. Returning to the speed limit. Yeah. Because yeah, we'll just go to Valley. There we go, Valley View. Gigabyte. So street lights, notice the street lights that you may want to give attention to. Let me see. Going southbound on ramp at Valley View, returning to Rancho. Trying to keep the camera out of the sunlight, exposure to the sun. Okay. There's the underside of the overpass, so you can identify which lights are out on the ceiling. Okay. No homeless here. Not so far. Okay, the light is green. We're now in motion. going to Rancho northbound on ramp, heading to Decatur. The homeless. Lights along the route. See them. Oh, okay. There we go. Crossing. We're passing Valley View again. Heading to Decatur. Lights. There's all the lights. Okay. Preparing to make a left turn at Decatur. Approaching the corner, the intersection. Homeless guy, left side. Sorry. Sorry, young man. Department of Transportation security. Yeah, we're the security for the Department of Transportation. We're the security for the Department of Transportation. They're looking at, homeless people and the people who sell flowers to find some other place to go because they have a big project going on. I don't know what they're building, but they're building something.
Filming.
Huh?
Filming.
Filming everything. I'm filming the lights. I'm filming the lights too. It's government property. Sorry. I don't know. Okay, we're in motion. He was a little bit upset about the video, but I explained to him clearly that the Department of Transportation is working on their usual projects to improve transportation across the valley, and so unfortunately they're asking for his purposes. They're asking the homeless and the flower vendors that like to habitate the freeway to move along because they will be coming. The Department of Transportation is to do their thing. Looks like a habitation on the southbound off ramp at Decatur. We'll be circling back to that in a few minutes after I've completed the round at Rancho, I believe. Rancho. Yep, Rancho. More lights that are possibly malfunctioning. I don't know. I'm not trained in such matters, but this visual record will help the Department of Transportation to determine which ones are functioning correctly or not. Lights. Who's hanging on the freeway? Government property. heading in the direction of the sun. I'm going to adjust the camera so it's out of the sun's reach. And there's the lights at this intersection. Okay, we're making a left turn on Valley View. Approaching the 95 northbound on-ramp. Next stop, Jones. It looks like there are no homeless at this intersection. On-ramp or off-ramps, north or south. There are none. Okay, we are now on the northbound on-ramp at Valley View, heading off to Jones. There's the lights again. From this angle, intelligent and average person. Cement truck dead ahead. I will slow down to accommodate his velocity requirements. Waiting for the line. Ah, there's the dots. Approaching the off-ramp, northbound off-ramp at Jones. So far, no indication of homeless. Although, there seems to be a strange article right there. I don't know if that's evidence of homeless habitation. I shall find out later upon close inspection. All the lights, ramp. Oh. Okay, approaching the southbound on ramp at Jones 95. Okay, we're heading up. Giving you a good view of everything that I can with the camera. Guarantee you. finds. Okay, approaching Decatur. Okay. There's the lights at Decatur. Street lamps. Up. Preparing to make a U-turn at Decatur and Meadows. Position myself for the left turn lane, the number 2 left turn lane at northbound on-ramp at Decatur. There's the northbound. No. Actually, I don't know what street that's. Oh, that's Meadows. I will temporarily turn the camera down as I make the turn. Lower this. Okay, the light is now green, making the U-turn. Turn the camera down to protect it from the sun. Okay, now heading north toward the northbound turn lane onto the northbound on-ramp of 95 and Decatur. Notice the lamps at the northbound. Notice all the street lamps. Okay, we're approaching the entrance to the northbound on-ramp of Decatur and 95. Showing you a view of the northbound, the lights along the northbound 95 from Decatur on upward. Okay, I've entered the northbound on ramp at Decatur, heading to Rainbow. we'll circle back to to Jones. To save space on my phone, upon completing each recording, I will make a screenshot of the actual, at the end of the recording, showing the amount of time that the recording took up and the dates, the date of the recording, the date and the time, as evidence that I did in fact make the recording, so nobody can say that I didn't. Here we are approaching 95 off-ramp northbound. There's a view of all the lights that you may want to look at. But in order to save memory also, I will try to make only one recording a day. Again, this, what is now called A for the northbound half of the 95 and B for the southbound half, according to Alan, will be called A in its entirety, from Ann Road on the north end to Horizon on the south end. What will become B will be some large segment of the 15, the I-15. Okay, we're turning back onto the southbound on-ramp at Rainbow, heading back. Let me adjust for the sun. Heading back to Jones. There we go. Lights. Okay. We're approaching the off-ramp, southbound off-ramp at Jones. And again, there was no homeless seen at Rainbow. So far, no homeless seen at Jones. Lower the vision, the visor here, so that it won't blind me. Go. Nice. This view of Jones, southbound off ramp at Jones and 95, making a left turn. All the different angles I'm trying to capture. Okay, we're now on Jones, heading facing north. waiting to turn onto the 95 northbound on ramp at Jones. Okay. Looks like there's no homeless at the present time on any of the ramps. North or south, on or off. It would be nice if eventually the lights at the intersections would be about 2 minutes at the most for waiting it to cycle through, but just a recommendation. Okay, the light is now green. Entering the northbound on-ramp at Jones at 95. No homeless. Here's a view of all the lights. Okay, we're entering the main body of the freeway. I'm going to merge onto the first lane, second lane. Okay, passing Rainbow, heading to Lake Mead. I will then circle back to Rainbow to complete the loop. There's the underbelly of the overpasses, so you can see what's on and what's off. There's the on-ramp off of Rainbow, northbound. There's the lights for Washington in case you want to see what's going on in Washington. This guy's in a hurry, so I'll let him go first. There's the Vegas Drive lighting. Do you have any need to know about that? Okay. Heading for Lake Mead West. That view is of the southbound on-ramp at Lake Mead and 95. I'm heading toward the northbound off-ramp at 95 at Lake Mead West and 95. Making the turn here. Any homeless here? No homeless. Got to angle the camera out of the sun. And it looks like it's pretty busy here for a minute. The remaining lights. No homeless there. There's the off-ramp. No, excuse me, that's Lake Mead itself. Going east at 95. There's the lamps. Street lamps around the Lake Mead overpass. Okay, I'm on Lake Mead heading west, approaching the southbound on ramp at Lake Mead and 95. Checking for homeless, nothing. Your lights. No homeless. I'm going to angle down the camera again. Ah, look at this little boy. What's he doing there? Homeless guy on a bike. I'm going to angle down the camera to protect it from the sun. There's your view. I'm now emerging onto the main body of the freeway, southbound on ramp at Lake Mead and 95. There's again, there's the southbound on ramp at Lake Mead and 95. Okay, I'm gonna merge back. Ah, there's the dotted line. There's the overpass of Vegas. Merging onto to exit 81 for the southbound off ramp at Rainbow. And here we go. Approaching that intersection and off ramp. Lights, which you may be interested in. Here we go. The underbelly lights are off. I don't know if they're supposed to be, but there's the shot of them. I'm going to angle the camera down from the sun. There. Some portion of the off-ramp where the sun will not affect the camera. Making my left turn from southbound off-ramp at Rainbow 95 to the northbound on-ramp at Rainbow 95. No homeless. Lamps are on. Several lamps are on, as you notice. Crossing the Washington overpass. Those are just reflections in the lights from the chrome or whatever that material is that the lamp housing is made of. These particular lights don't appear to be on. Okay, we're merging onto the freeway, heading for Cheyenne. That's another view of the off-ramp. Well, that's a view of the Lake Mead eastbound off-ramp, northbound off-ramp at 95. Here's a view of the northbound off-ramp at Lake Mead west of 95. And this is a view of the northbound on-ramp at Lake Mead and 95. Passing the Smoke Ranch overpass, turning onto the exit lane for Cheyenne. When I get to Enroad, I will stop the video and I'll make a new one for the south portion of this route from Las Vegas Boulevard to Horizon Ridge Parkway. Approaching this northbound off ramp at Cheyenne in 95. Coming to a stop at Cheyenne and 95. There's your construction there. Gotta activate the rear view camera to document anybody behind me whose bad driving habits cause an accident with them in this vehicle. Okay, the light is gray and we're making a left turn, heading to the southbound on-ramp at Cheyenne and 95. Another view of the lights. Entering the on-ramp. No homeless or detected. Going to be aiming the camera away from the sun as required. Okay, we're in the merge lane of the southbound US 95 at Cheyenne. Merging. That is a view of the southbound on-ramp. Going to the merge lane for Lake Mead. High. Approaching the Lake Mead Boulevard off-ramp, southbound. Passing okay, here we go. Slowing down. Okay. Making a left turn onto Rock Springs. Okay. Left turn lane for Lake Mead West for the northbound on-ramp at Lake Mead and 95. I will turn the camera down to protect it from the sun as usual. Activate the rear view camera. The lights didn't take so long. Be nice, but there we go. Now extend the leg. Okay, we're on Lake Mead westbound overpass. Entering the left turn lane for Rainbow, northbound to the on-ramp for northbound on-ramp at 95 in Lake Mead. Lights. Their view of the lamps there. Sorry about the sun. Hopefully this recording will not be in vain, and hopefully I won't find out at the end of this recording that it didn't actually the record button didn't activate as intended. Okay, let's go. Okay, left, turning left onto North Rainbow at Lake Mead for the on-ramp, northbound on-ramp at 95 and Lake Mead. There's a view of the lights at Best of the West and the same intersection. Okay, light is green, making a left turn onto the 95 northbound at Lake Mead. There's the south view, there's the west view, turning into the north view. There's the meter. Heading north. I'm on the merge lane, preparing to enter the main body of the freeway. There's the Smoke Ranch Road. Again, overpass. Passing Cheyenne in a minute. Okay, passing the off ramp for Cheyenne, northbound. There's again the another shot of the Cheyenne off ramp at northbound at Cheyenne and 95. There's the lights around the Cheyenne Avenue overpass. No homeless so far. Anywhere in sight. The northbound Cheyenne on ramp at 95. Passing that now. Heading to Craig. Going into the merge lane for Craig, northbound off ramp at Craig and 95. Approaching the off ramp. Passing the Alexander Road overpass. In case you need any information about that. The homeless, and there's your lamp information. Okay, approaching the Craig Road off ramp, northbound at 95. That's a shot of what's around it. Getting into the left turn lane. Preparing to enter Craig Road westbound for the 90 to enter the 95 southbound on ramp at Craig and 95. There's the intersection. We're stopping now. There's the lights. That's a shot of some of the lights at the northbound on ramp at Craig and 95. No homeless in the construction area or at the intersection. Light is now green. Okay, turning left onto Craig Road West. Getting onto the left turn lane to enter the southbound on ramp at Craig and 95. Coming to a stop. I will be stopping in a few minutes after completing the run at the 95 and property of the NDOT. I'll be stopping at McDonald's for some restroom and documentation purposes before I head off south to do the south part of the 95 from Las Vegas to Horizon. Light is green, turning left onto the southbound on ramp at 95 and Craig. No evidence of homeless. There's the light, the meter, keeping the camera out of the sun. There's a chair there, a rocking chair on the freeway near that apartment complex just before the Alexander Road overpass. Approaching passing the Cheyenne, approaching the Cheyenne southbound off ramp at 95. shot. The homeless. There's the lamps. Approaching the intersection. Okay, coming to a stop. There's the intersection. We're now stopped at Cheyenne and 95. Facing in the direction of the southbound on-ramp at Cheyenne and 95. It's a shot of the lights that are surrounding, associated with this intersection.